Hey, yay, 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 yay.
No, we want that multi-stream good. Good. Oh, yes, we have the chat back up.
Hey.
Love a good multi-stream.
Okay, I'm going to leave the big reveal off for a second. While I get myself situated here. I'll just check every now and then. Okay.
Chop.
Wow. That was a lot of McDonald's very quickly.
Chuck.
I'm going to feel
You got
that
a little
shit
sauce
tomorrow.
on your corner.
Oh, do I? I was eating Scooby snacks, bro.
Scooby snacks.
My beard wasn't there to
Catch it all.
catch it all. Okay.
Hey,
It's
Blue Eye.
cracking me up that you only cut one fucking hole in that thing.
I cut 2.
Hey, there we are.
What?
Oh, wait. I should take off my glasses for the full effect.
You're
Ugh.
so bright, Ghost.
But now I can't see shit. It is very odd not having Jeff here. I bet he won't
Yeah.
even watch the stream.
Jeff? It's my boy, Jeff. Let's call him right now.
Do it.
Live from the
Go.
Uneducated Scholars. Jeff.
I feel like our room should have its own name.
Like,
The library.
Crystal?
Yeah, kind of like Crystal.
Crystal what?
Does there have to be a follow-up to the name Crystal?
Crystal box?
Crystal Math?
How about we call it the... I don't know.
I feel like I'm about to be born.
Hey, okay. Now we know the chat works.
We're in there?
We're in there, dog.
We're in there.
Let's see, we got one whole viewer. Hey, Chels.
Yep.
As soon as we tick up to like 3 or 4 viewers, we'll kick off.
We'll give it a go.
Oh, Harin's on there too. Okay, so it's clearly fucking lying to us then, because
for
it
the
says
stream count?
1 viewer, but there's clearly 2. Does it say
Alright.
2? I don't have my glasses on.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, now there's 3. See?
The small bun.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't see him.
I can't. We're getting compliments on our costume, baby.
Yeah, she says 12 out of 10.
12 out of 10. That's a good score.
What's even worse is my hair's a mess up in here.
The eye holes just like aren't working out for you.
Well,
One's a mouth hole.
whenever I was cutting these, I had to cut them, and this is my craft skills.
You got some Parkinson's all of a sudden.
They never left.
I don't know where to put the mouse and keyboard. I need Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Let's get that monitor back and just have your own little.
Okay. Here we go. There we are.
Alright.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So for the people listening, we're
not
clearly
old.
dressed up. No, it's not old. It's a brand new one. It's a cold one, and it's
Could
mine.
you get me a cold one?
I
Yeah.
thought that
I would.
Did we have
appreciate
Coors last week?
that. Yeah, but there's Bud from the week before. Thank you.
Oh, wow. I can't. How am I going to drink that?
All right, I'll keep it for myself then.
You know, everyone always asks, how does a beer drink a ghost? I want to see the ghost drink. Okay.
Let's see it.
Nah, man, I want to see it go through the mouth hole.
Well, I gotta. This.
Oh God. Okay,
Don't.
so he's
Hey, at least if it spills, you got your ghost.
costume will just kind of like slurp it up.
It'll just fall through your eczema plasma.
That's a great point, Phantom.
Phantom.
I'm dumb dude.
That's
dude.
James's name for
Phantom.
this episode.
Oh.
I look into his eyes.
But okay. Anyways, for the listeners, we are dressed up. I'm playing as Scoob. No, I'm not Scoob. I'm Shaggy.
Oh no.
I just want to be
He's had
Scoob.
too many Scooby snacks.
He said, like only Scoob. I can't even get my name right, man. Hank is a ghost.
Well,
And...
I'm a specific ghost.
Oh, you're a specific ghost.
Pacific Ocean Ghost.
Okay, well, hit us with it.
Well, I'm Michael Myers from the movies. Whenever he murders Bob, then he comes back with the glasses on. But I lost my glasses. So I guess you can call me Velma.
Like when he was a kid?
No. He murders this guy and then he takes his glasses and he goes kills his girlfriend.
No, I don't remember.
And he like shows up with the sheet over his body.
Oh, and they think that he's somebody else?
Yeah, she thinks it's his boyfriend because he has on his glasses.
That's right, I do remember.
But now I lost my glasses. I can't do the costume without my glasses.
How many Scooby-Doo references can we do?
Too many.
That's 2 already.
Yeah,
Not including your costume.
Well, I could force some, but I'm gonna let them come naturally. Let's just get a tally going. Just get us a tally going right now. And then James has a pretty slick mask on.
Thanks.
It's all geometrical and shit. Hey Hank, you're gonna have to pull that mic up.
Yeah, I'll pull it in.
Tighten her up.
Tighten it up.
Now,
Tighten it up, son.
my vision is a bit limited.
You can use a whiteboard.
Well, you got glasses.
Does it look like I got glasses?
Man, you're extra blind right now. Dude,
Let's hear it.
your glasses are the thickness of 2 nickels.
Oh, you got roasted.
Come on.
I'm saying your sight's worth about 10 cents.
Your mama's.
Your glasses are so thick.
Your glasses are so thick.
When you look at a map, you can see people waving.
Oh my god. Dude, I can't control his hair.
Jeff's stick.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's his
His expo cock?
that's his stuff. Bro, I straight think that that car oil got in my hair.
Probably did.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think Shaggy would have car oil in his hair?
No, he would never work on a fucking car.
Well,
ever.
he wouldn't get it in his hair by working on a car.
Who do you
He would
think's
just-
keeping that van together? You think Fred's doing it?
Yeah, Fred for sure.
Nah, Velma.
No, they probably got a mechanic. You know, they've got like some old guy.
Well, yeah, every time they help someone out, they're like, "Hey,
You owe us.
Fix my shit.
yeah, they're gonna
yeah.
fix you up." But unless it is the mechanic.
Yeah, what if the mechanic's the ghost?
I bet you that
Whoa!
I'm gonna look it up after this. I bet you anything that there's
A
an
mechanic.
episode on that where they like stop to get their car fixed, and then the mechanic ends up being the ghost. Maybe he like stows himself away in the car too. That'd be hilarious. I don't know how he'd do that. There's not a lot of places to hide, is there?
And then like Shaggy.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
In a car?
You could be a car seat.
Yeah, it's like come through the back seat. Like, hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Oh my god. All right, well, let's kick her off here.
No rat.
Well, welcome everybody. We are the Uneducated Scholars. My name is Cameron.
James.
Michael. Myers.
Michael
Not the
Myers is
actor.
Hank this week. Thank God.
It's the end of spooky season.
It
Okay.
is. It's over.
Yeah, this is the last episode we're doing for spooky season. This is it. It's done. I'm tired of looking up haunted shit. I'm starting to see reoccurring stories and like multiple topics.
And everything just seems to tie together.
Oh, and if you didn't get the hint, we're doing Halloween this week.
Oh, yeah.
That was our plan from the end of September.
Yep.
At least.
Because Halloween is Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, is it Sunday?
Sunday.
Oh, okay. So, if you didn't know, Sunday is the day where the portal between the dead and the living kind of opens up.
On Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sunday night.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yep,
Halloween.
it's gonna happen.
They say that's when the threshold between our world and the underworld are most narrow, so you can talk to the dead.
Yep. and it's already a thin layer.
So we're just Sunday. We're gonna be talking to dead people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Or if you're a psychic, your powers will be a little bit better that day. It's gonna be amplified by the dead.
I wonder what the moon's like on Sunday.
Oh, I don't know.
Because a full moon on Halloween, that'd be sick.
That would be sick.
No, it wouldn't.
I'm actually gonna hand out candy this year
I said no, it wouldn't.
with
Can we hand out candy?
with Kira.
Not you. You're not allowed to be in that close of range.
About
But that's gonna be fun.
15 feet from all playgrounds.
Kira's gonna eat somebody.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. That would be wild. She just took a sack. And
She's gonna be
ran.
like, "That's a teddy bear." Chase after him.
No one
Somebody's
shows
gonna be
up.
dressed up as Gumby.
Gumby, yeah.
Yeah.
Kira's at least 130 pounds now. She's getting up there, man. She's almost heavier than I am.
I'm surprised she only weighs 130 pounds.
I know.
She is getting large.
She's getting hard to move. Like when she gets stubborn, you really gotta like try. Or if she's laying down and you want her to get up, like you gotta make her uncomfortable to get her up. There's no like picking her up. You gotta make her uncomfortable.
You gotta learn magic.
Yeah, you gotta find her like pressure points. And you gotta be like,
Calf buster.
Jelly Jelly. There is no Jeff. He's gone. Oh, I get it. Oh, he
Nice
made a
to
penis
see Jeff rise to the occasion.
Yeah. He's pitched a tent. Oh my god. Okay, so origins of Halloween. Here we go.
Let's get to it.
We can thank our Celtic, paganistic brethren,
Hey.
or rather heritage, for Halloween.
Thank you, pagans.
Yes, thank you. So they called it's the end of the year, or end of summer
Yeah.
festival, okay? And they called it Samhain. Samhain. It's spelled funny, so it's Samhain, but it's pronounced Samhain.
Okay.
They see me so when.
They hate and anyways, so so it's the end of the year event, and take yourself back 2,000 years. So we're talking about the England, Ireland area, okay, and it gets cold, and dark during the winter, right? So this is a scary time for people. They relate the cold and the dark to death.
Death, yeah. The
Right.
Famine.
Right. And so, this is a big festival for them. They've got, and
Like, we might not make it to next summer.
right. And Hank, I have a feeling that you have already read about this. So, James, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Famine,
it's the end of summer. You're a farmer. You're about to not have any crops. You've got a good storage, but anything could happen, right? So, how do you celebrate that? Like, what do you do?
cook a big ass meal.
That damn right. Okay. What else?
Give it to people.
Give it to people. Okay. All right. I like that. You're in a giving mood. Now,
Sounds like Thanksgiving.
keep in mind that you're superstitious. All right. So you gotta
So
ward
I only
off.
give it to some people.
You gotta ward off evil somehow. All right. So how are you gonna ward off evil?
Corn on the cob cross.
Corn on the cob cross.
But yeah, take 2 corns and cross them.
James Franco over here.
I figured it out. Would you say you might give an offering?
Of food to the ghost? No,
No.
they're not gonna eat it. I've never heard of a ghost eating shit.
But what about the fairies, bro?
Oh, the fairies. I think about those.
Yeah.
I don't know what
What are
they
you gonna give
want.
them? And what about the gods?
I guess I'm giving up my crops that I worked hard on.
Yeah.
Giving them to people, giving them to gods, giving them to
I think it's kind of a weird thing too, but So on the night of Halloween, so the turning of the month after October, they would put the fire out at their hearth in their homes.
I believe they pissed on it.
I mean, sure, man. Did they really piss on it? Did you read that?
Of course.
All right, I'm just gonna take it as fact. So, so they put out their hearth, and which is a pretty big deal, right? Because that's what's heating up their homes. That's the fire that they keep going, pretty much all the way through winter.
We
Right?
started it during the summer.
Well, they probably started it at the beginning of fall because it starts to get cold.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyways, so they put it out, and what they do is they go to this big bonfire celebration kind of thing.
Okay.
And so this Samhain festival, it lasted for 3 days. I don't know that the bonfire lasted for 3 days, but that was on a particular night. And what they would do is they would take excess crops and slaughter, and they would take cattle and they would sacrifice them to the fire.
Damn.
Right.
Crazy.
And what they would also do is they would put offerings into the fields for the fairies. It was kind of a thought that the fairies were coming for the dead to return them. And it is their ancestors, right? It's the human ancestors. So what they would do is they would mask themselves with animal heads. And they would dress up, and they would have just animal heads, and they'd, dance around the fire, whatnot, and what have you. And so...
Question.
Yeah.
Did a specific animal represent something different?
No, I don't think so.
Gotcha.
It could have, but I didn't read anything about that.
I see.
Also, when was this?
It was about 2,000 years ago. It's before the Roman Empire, if you have that kind of marked in your head.
Okay.
I meant.
So they're just straight up putting animal heads on their head.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this isn't 20 years ago.
Yeah, this is a good little amount of time ago.
Good little amount.
So where was I? So yes, so they would sacrifice a ton of animals, and they would put animals in the fields for the fairies, and they would dance. They would dance around the fire, and it was celebration. So they would start the fire with this wheel, and they would spin it real fast, and it would cause friction and start the fire. And the wheel was supposed to represent like the sun in some way, and so it was the last of the sun for the season. And so at the end of this big bonfire, what they would do is they would take some embers home with them, and they would restart their hearths with those embers.
Oh, wow.
And it kind of represented like good omens, and that was what was protecting them throughout the winter. And
It's also the community fire.
right,
Take it home with you.
What is a hearth?
it's a fire.
It's just like a small fire.
It's a type of fireplace.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. So with it being in this era, so this was paganistic, and they had druids. So apparently, when it was time for the dead to rise or whatever, the druids would have a much better, almost like psychic ability. And so what they would do, while they're dressed up in their animal heads or whatever, everyone felt, even more so the druids, everyone felt more psychic, and they would give everybody prophecies. So they would basically run around, get really drunk, and give each other prophecies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty normal.
You could just do that to anyone. Like, I'd give you both one.
Yeah, like, I feel like I'd start getting really creative, too,
But then you would get too shit-faced.
Yeah.
And then those prophecies turn into shit.
It'd be his prophecy.
It's like, what if somebody just walked up to you and just give you a real bad one? Like, your house is gonna burn down this winter. What?
Like, your house is gonna burn down this winter.
Like, fuck off. How about that?
It just turns into this like big shit show.
Right here, buddy.
I'm right here. So Yes. So with the fortunes and the festival and the dancing, but it was a 3-day festival where they would essentially feast, like you said, and they would drink in excess for 3 whole days.
So, Bonnaroo.
Sounds kind of like Oktoberfest, but
Yeah.
essentially.
Any festival with alcohol.
So attendance. So later on into, cheers. Later on into the medieval ages, this became so popular that attendance was essentially mandatory, and not in the way that you would think. Like if you didn't show up, everybody assumed that you had fallen to bad omens, which is essentially like sickness or illness or death, or something like that. Right. So everybody tended to avoid those people who didn't show up to the end of summer solstice, right?
Yeah, you're a freak.
You're a freak.
Let's go egg their freaking hut.
And that's how egging started. They're like, this guy's an asshole.
Egg his ass.
This guy doesn't believe in the sun.
This guy doesn't. He says this. The sun is round.
He thinks the earth is flat.
He doesn't even think that's a person up there. Who does he think he is?
Got a tiny dick.
So during this time too, so the commanders of the armies, they would essentially have like thrones set up for them, as well as the higher up leadership, and so all of the population would come around and say hi to them. But during that time, the commanders are kind of out of commission for a few days. So if you did anything bad during those 3 days, it was death immediately.
Jesus.
So just any crime, death, chop. That's a chop.
Well, it makes sense why everybody was going to the summer solstice.
Yeah.
They want a clean record.
Right.
They're like, I can get in trouble for the next 3 days and be all right.
Yeah, we should do that with our podcast. Anyone who doesn't listen to it, murder.
Maybe not.
Okay. Well, it's an idea.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. More business talk.
I wrote it down.
Keep it.
It's a big one.
Keep it in the back of our minds.
Long-term goal.
Small bun. They did not coerce the cattle into the fire. They were slaughtered and then put into the fire as a sacrifice to the gods.
And then did they eat them?
I doubt it.
Because that would have been a good idea.
It's just.
Well,
It sounds
like burgers for dinner.
Sounds kind of like a waste of cattle to me. I don't know.
Never waste a good cow.
So also in the Middle Ages, jack-o'-lanterns came around.
Also the Celtics.
Yeah. Yes, that was the Celtics, and it wasn't pumpkins at first.
Right?
Wait, no, it wasn't the Celtics. It was the Irish.
Irish are the Irish.
Oh, Irish. Okay, yeah.
Irish,
Yeah,
Scottish. They're all Celtic.
Yeah.
But they would use turnips at first, and they would carve like skulls and stuff into them, and then they would hang them from their houses. And it was actually the Irish that switched that to jack-o'-lanterns, or not jack-o'-lanterns, but pumpkins later on. Yeah.
Well, shout out the Irish.
Yeah, I kind of want to try to carve a turnip. I kind of want to see what that's like.
I don't even think I would be able to pull up a turnip.
Are they big?
Big enough.
I thought a turnip was small.
I mean, yeah, but golly.
Didn't they do something else? It was turnips and what? Wasn't there another one that they also carved? Beets, maybe?
Potentially.
Beets.
Yeah. Beets.
Or perhaps another gourd of some sort.
That's Dwight.
But yeah, so there's the beginning of jack-o'-lanterns, which I thought was really interesting. I didn't think that it was going to be that direct to history, but they literally call it a jack-o'-lantern.
Well, that's why I thought about it being Irish, because obviously Jack is like a popular Irish name.
Oh.
Jack.
You know.
I would have never thought.
Isn't it? Yeah.
The Irish fucking killed Halloween, man. They came up with pretty much everything, including trick or treating. So they would. Oh no, this is more Scottish than Irish, but they would practice mumming. I don't know why they called it mumming. It kind of took me off guard. But what they would do is, step 1, go door to door. Step 2, sing songs to the dead in each house. Step 3, receive cake.
So it's like spooky caroling.
Yeah. And so this is where trick-or-treating comes from. Because if they didn't get their treat, which is the cake,
They did tricks.
then they did tricks, which was mostly blamed on fairies.
Oh, the blame game.
Yeah. Fucking fairies. Egging my house again.
Dude, they're sneaky. They're small. They can come up. Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell from hell.
You know, the more I learn about fairies, the scarier they are.
Yeah.
Because it's more of like a humans versus fairies scenario.
They're not our friend.
The farther back you go, yeah, it's more like kidnapping and shit.
Well,
Sorry to bum you out.
nah, it doesn't bum me out. It's just they're pieces of shit, and they.
Bears apparently have really sharp teeth. So if they bite you, it's gonna hurt really bad.
Yeah, and they are not small.
I thought they had fairy power.
Like it's big.
Fairy powers, eh? What's a
Like that
fairy power, Hank?
They have fairy power. They make you sleepwalk, make you pull your pants down in public. They make you.
I like it. So they have the power of coercion.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything that's a crime, it was caused by fairies. So that just kind of keeps everybody in the clear.
I feel like you see that pattern a lot in history where one group of people will just blame bad things on another group of people.
Yeah. At least this one was made up.
Yeah, I mean this one, they're still looking for fairies.
I wonder which was like the first judge that was like, look, I've heard the fairy deal, alright? We've been talking fairies for a couple hundred years. None of us have actually seen a fairy.
Or the judge is like, are you talking about Jake? God damn, Jake keeps coming up, you know. Like he's totally into it. Like he's about to start
He was so
a hunting party for the fairies.
A fairy, like Two-Toed Tom.
Like Two-Toed Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta go kill this asshole Jake.
For
Jake
State
the
Farm.
fairy.
We keep hearing a jingle out in the woods.
Never gonna catch me.
He's got these odd pants on.
Da-da-da-da.
They're khaki.
They're so tight. You can see everything.
He's not wearing a skirt or a skirt. I mixed kilt and skirt right there.
Skilt.
Yeah, that's probably my only superpower in life. Mixing two words that I'm thinking about at the same time.
Well, one time it's gonna hit, and you're gonna be so trendy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I just wish I could control my own powers, you know?
Usually how superpowers go.
Yeah.
Takes
Yeah.
a while to get a grasp.
Big cons.
Well, you're not even 30 yet. You'll get there.
But that's what I got. That's what I got on the old Halloweenies.
Do you remember the first costume you wore when the first time you went trick or treating?
No, but I have a picture my mom has in my
What were
little
you?
baby book. I was an M&M.
An M&M?
A little
Oh,
M&M.
what color?
I was blue.
Oh.
Mom was orange.
Oh, you guys were a bag of M&Ms.
Yeah.
Oh.
The car should have been like.
A bag.
You should see my mom's like face in the photo too. She's so damn happy.
Oh, I bet. Dude, that's
It's
probably
like-
a great family moment.
Look at my little M&M.
That's awesome. Yeah, my first costume, I'm in the same boat. I don't really remember, but I do have photos. It's my favorite thing to say in Rocket League.
Pickles?
I
Favorite-
have never said pickles in a match of Rocket League.
Damn it.
I'm Batman.
Damn it. Yeah, definitely say damn. You were Batman?
I was Batman, yeah.
You say that a lot in Rocket
I
League?
don't think he's ever said that
Are
in
you,
Rocket
are you
League.
kidding me? I'm Batman.
I kind of wish we streamed Rocket League now so that like we would have some people to call you out on that shit. 'Cause I don't-
Hey, people in the chat, help me out. I'm a Batman.
They don't play Rocket League with
No,
you.
but they know.
Oh, Hareen does want to play Rocket League with us, though.
My word gets to a lot of people. It does. Well,
What was yours, James?
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
from Blue's Clues?
Yeah.
That's what's
Oh,
I
sick,
was a
man.
little
Did anybody play Steve? No. Damn. Well, I just want to let you know that if you were Blue, I'd play Steve.
Thanks, dude.
I would
problem,
be
man.
magenta.
Is anybody gonna be salt and pepper?
Ooh.
Yeah.
CC and Chelsea?
Yep, bingo. And Giselle can be the mailman.
Yeah.
Or no, I don't think there is one. It's just an envelope, isn't
No,
it?
yeah, it just slides through the door.
Yeah, it's just.
Is there
Giselle
another
be the
character?
I think it's the
A lot of
envelope.
characters.
Oh, the envelope is a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. That'd be a boring. But man, that'd be
You're
a fun
the messenger.
costume.
You gotta tell everyone what's good.
Yeah, you have
What's
like
the mail
videos of-
song?
Mail, mail.
Mail time.
Eh,
We just got a letter.
Oh,
Let's
we
go
just
see
got
who
a
it's
letter.
from.
We just got a letter. Let's see who it's from. Just throw Giselle at people.
Doesn't he like scream mail? He's like mail.
That is Andy Dick.
Yeah, he's like
That's him.
enjoying himself so much. He's just like, yeah. Yo, we should
Exposing
give
yourself.
Chelly Jelly that spicy chip tonight.
Do you
Isn't
think
it
you're up
expired?
for the task,
Didn't we
Jelly
go through that
Jelly?
already? That's why we didn't give it to Jeff.
Is it
Batman
expired?
always comes up.
Yeah,
in
Jeff didn't want it
Rocket
because it
League.
was expired.
Yeah, but Jeff would have gotten out of the chip any way he could.
That's true.
Bummer.
I can't even see it.
It's behind you.
Get it later.
Get it later.
So I think I can pick up pretty nicely at where Cameron left off. Thank you for giving me those notes. All my notes.
Jesus Christ! Did you write a fucking book?
I did. It's
Let's
the
see
Bible.
here.
Are these all notes for today?
there's a little house at the top of this, and it says "fuck off."
Yeah, each week I do like little doodles for my header.
I
Not
like
this
it.
week though, because it was on Newman paper.
Oh, I see where your priorities are.
Thank you.
Organization, dude.
Oh, he's got cryptids in here too.
See,
Yeah,
he
I
needs to
think
get
that
himself one of these.
They're all my notes.
Lucifer.
Composition.
Oh, here's the haunted house one.
100 seats, 200 pages, college ruled,
That's,
made in Mexico.
There you go, buddy.
I'm gonna take this off.
Wow, way to give up.
I did. I'm giving up.
Wow, it looks like you just got birthed.
I did. Wow.
It's like coming out of the womb.
Wait, he came out?
I did. You can take your mask off too.
No.
I like
He's not a
it.
quitter.
He is not.
I'm hot as hell in here, I'm not gonna lie.
Eh?
Barely
I
breathe.
just can't read.
Can't
read
see,
in this thing.
can't breathe,
So
and phantom.
yeah, Phantom. You have a lot of perks. You have
Phantom
a lot
is
of
I.
cons. So let's just get right to it. You were talking about the pagans, and well, I guess I should probably talk about the topic first. Is the Dia de los Muertos,
Day of the
aka
Dead.
Day of the Dead. You guys heard of Day of the Dead?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys know about Day of the Dead?
The candy mask.
I knew what they taught me in high school.
It's
just from
May
Spanish class.
5th? What day is it? May something?
May? Are you talking about Cinco de Mayo?
Am I?
Yeah,
I ain't
he
talking about
is.
Cinco de Mayo.
He is.
Is that the mask also?
No, that's
No,
future.
that's Day of Dead. Okay, okay.
That's future.
Mask.
So this goes back 3,000 years to the Aztecs
Oh, did they?
in Mesoamerica. And Day of the Dead is really cool because it is kind of a combination of three things, and that is pagan religion, Catholic religion, and just Mexican traditions.
Okay.
So let's just start at the beginning. The Aztecs viewed life as a cycle, like kind of like the end of the summer solstice, just throw a big festival.
Yeah. I feel like if I was living in that time, I feel like that is just the very obvious conclusion to make. This world has cycles. There are some cycles that we enjoy less.
Exactly.
We should celebrate it to see it go away. Bad things are about to happen.
Yeah.
Therefore, demons.
Absolutely. Demons scare the shit out of you. But that's a bad way of looking at it. Demons are a bad way of looking at death. I like the way this is kind of a nice melting pot and a nice celebration of death. 'Cause I feel like death needs to be celebrated more.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like funerals just are sad.
I agree. I've always said just cremate me, and then, have a nice party. That's all. That's all we should do. Have a nice get together.
Then you would absolutely love Day of the Dead. Let me start off by first saying this is not. Oh!
I kept seeing your guys' faces, and I was like, damn, look at all that air that's hitting them cheeks.
Yeah, it is.
I seen you guys going,
getting jealous in there. Like,
it got to a point where, like, I was looking down to see if I could see my cheeks. Like, I was like, there is skin.
wow, so you were starting to get, like, bored in there. Kind of like you were in, like,
I was starting to feel boxed in.
solitude.
Yeah,
Like,
I definitely felt separated.
Yeah. Oh, welcome.
Thank
Yeah, welcome back.
Don't touch that.
Don't touch
It's
that.
a nice stick shift. Let me first start by saying this is not a Mexican version of Halloween.
Don't
Nobody
say.
thinks that.
Everyone thinks that.
Really? Oh, they're just ignorant. They just
Well,
don't know any better.
I mean, whenever it kind of falls on the day of and the days after.
I'm sure at least once a news channel has said this is the Mexican Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, just from all the research, they just want a disclaimer up front, like this is not
And then
a
like
version of Halloween.
sprinkle some racism in there, and then all of a sudden you get a jealous American that like calls everything a phony of their own tradition.
When we didn't even come up with it.
Yeah, a damn thing.
Halloween. Yeah.
I feel like who came up with Sweetest Day? Hallmark.
Yeah, Hallmark has come up with all sorts of stupid shit.
Now, I will say, speaking of Hallmark, Halloween is the second most commercialized holiday.
Yep.
Behind Christmas.
1/3 of worldwide candy sales goes to Halloween.
That's
Yes, it's
awesome.
all within a month.
Yeah.
That's wild. 1/3.
Yeah.
It's a lot of candy.
So,
That's so much candy.
technically, if you wanted to send the world into revolution,
Cut the
just
candy
like
supply.
cut the candy. No. Just turn off. Yeah. Just take away all the candy. Make it all taste horrible.
I like
See how
it.
the world changes.
You know, Jeffrey Dahmer worked in a chocolate factory.
Who was that? Was that a murderer we talked about?
Jeffrey Dahmer?
He like ate people.
You know Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah. You kind of look like him.
He was the
about-
80s cannibal. No, we didn't talk about him, but he's really popular.
Oh. Well, I'd like him if I knew him.
Yeah, absolutely. But he probably
Probably not for very long, but
nah. But that's just funny, like him like eating someone just going to like make chocolate.
How was your weekend, Jeff?
he'd be like, "Oh, I got a sweet side, I promise."
That work. Yeah, that's another day. So yeah, Dia de los Muertos is celebrated on November 1st and 2nd. The first being for the children. So they would celebrate all the souls of the dead children, and then November 2nd they would do All Souls Day, which all the souls that are dead.
Right.
So it's kind of, I don't want to say it's in the same sprinkle some toes in the Hershey's.
Yeah, that's what
fun.
shout out to Small Button. She said that Jeffrey Dahmer was sprinkling some toes in the Hershey's.
Bones in the
Damn.
chocolate.
If they're James's toes, everybody's gonna get sick.
That could be anyone's toes, and you're probably gonna at least be like, that's a little suspicious.
They're gonna be like, "I didn't buy Fritos."
Burritos.
He's not entertained.
So back to the very beginning. I jumped forward. That was a mistake on my part. Back to the beginning. So whenever Spaniards came and took over Mexico, they converted all the pagans into Catholics. But whenever they did that, they did take some pagan traditions, like the offerings to like the gods.
Mm-hmm.
They would be like, "Oh, you are offering food and wine and everything. We're gonna take that." And then they started building their own offerings to, like the altars, you know, in churches.
Yeah. The Bible, the Old Testament, has offerings of goats to God. Yeah.
Guarantee it's straight from the pagans, you know.
Yeah.
But the pagans did theirs in the spring and fall, which is like the end of summer, you know, the fall equinox. So that's where that, and actually Pope actually came up with All Saints Day, and
Oh yeah, because he was trying to oppress. Like, yeah, that was. I remember reading something about that. Yeah.
Pope Boniface the Fourth in 16.
Hold on.
He tried to bastardize the already set tradition, and like started renaming it and shit.
What's his name?
I don't know. It's just the fucking Pope.
No, he said something.
Pope Boniface.
She said the way you just looked at me, James.
You don't know about Pope Boniface?
Do you want to know?
The fourth?
Boniface?
Boniface.
Boniface.
I know.
Bonafide Boniface.
Whose face?
You mothers.
This
Wow.
man.
The third grade called. They want their jokes
I
back.
know. And then fast forward 731, Pope Gregory the Third, he created the All Saints Day, which is All Souls Day, which is for not just the saints and the martyrs, it's for everyone who's dead. Because All Souls Day did just you did the offerings to saints and martyrs, so now everyone's included who was believed to be Catholic. And that was actually done by Pope Urban II, and he was the pope who started the Crusades.
Oh wow.
So he's all over the place out here. He's great. Fantastic work by him. So yeah, that's kind of like how it all started. It's a melting pot between all that. You know, you got people getting conquered, religion. It's everything. You got a little bit of...
You got a whole lot of death in between there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so much death. But that's why you celebrate it, you know?
Right.
So let's get to some of the traditions of it all. A big part of Day of the Dead is the art. And unfortunately, there will be no photos. But yeah, I encourage everyone listening to go look them up of La Katrina. It's the classic skeleton, tall skeleton female with a nice outfit with a feathery hat. Have you guys seen that?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Know
about.
what you're talking-
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was an art piece by Jose Guadalupe Posada. And he was kind of a controversial artist. He did politics and very saturated work. And what that represents is people in Mexico, they wanted to be more European, like more fancy, you know. They thought that the clothes and the hats, they wanted to be it. But he was like, it doesn't matter because we're all going to die. So I'm going to do like a skeleton and all the nice items that they want. Which I thought that's just an art move, you know? That's just the boss. That's just, you know. He's like, why are you guys chasing all those Europeans? Like, we got a good thing going here. And they're all going to die. They can't bring it in the grave, you know? They're not Drake.
They're not
They
Drake.
can't just put it in the grave.
No, I love the art that comes out of there. Gosh, it's an overdone tattoo as well. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see. But I could see why, because, I mean,
It's a cool
people
artwork.
get so creative with it, especially because Another part of Day of the Dead is the little candy skulls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just a little sugary treat, but they use so many colors in it that it is,
Edible art.
yeah, edible art, which is pretty cool. Shout out to the Italians who showed everyone that.
Well, I've always liked the idea of edible art, or art that's temporary. Because
Like Banksy, who has his art just drop into a paper shredder at like the randomest time.
right. So it's just like, I feel like it says a lot about the artist when they don't care that their art will be remembered. They put it out there to shake a feeling or to bring some light or positivity to either one person or 100, and then it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, art. Yeah,
Or darkness.
see, but I feel like
However they're feeling that
that's
day, I guess.
almost it's so far away from religion, because people just did art for God back in the day, and then they would leave it. They wouldn't want anything for it, you know. It's just for God. But
Yeah.
now people just do art for money, and then, like you said, it won't even last. So it's just very, very different sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Very fun, but so La Catrina, Jose was inspired by an Aztec mythical creature or goddess. I don't know botch the name, but Mictlantecuhtli, and she saw after all the souls that are dead.
That's an Aztec god?
An Aztec goddess,
Okay.
yeah. And yeah, that's where he got the inspiration from, like more Aztec, and it was pretty cool. And then La Catrina really blew up whenever Diego Rivera did a mural called "Dream of a Sunday Afternoon," which is just a big mural of a bunch of skeleton or people, European people in like nice clothes, and then it's just a little kid holding the hand of Katrina.
Mm. So the kid's dead?
Well, no, I just think it's just,
Isn't she supposed to be taking care of the souls of the dead?
no. That's the Aztec goddess who inspired La Catrina.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I think the kid is supposed to represent Jose whenever he was a wee lad.
Oh.
But yeah, that's what really blew it up. I mean, it's a dope mural. It's in Mexico City. People go there all the time to visit. We'll just go to Mexico City just to visit it by itself. So that's pretty cool.
Damn. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the good part.
Oh, I've been waiting for the good part.
November 1st and 2nd, All Souls Day and All Saints Day.
Yeah, I've been having a bad time up until now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oof.
Eat your Scooby snacks.
Yeah, actually, Mackie, I don't have any Scooby snacks. I'm sorry, brother.
Scooby ate them all.
Scooby ate all the
AKA
snacks,
Kira.
man.
Scooby ate all the snacks, man.
He's such a good boy.
So a big part of Day of the Dead is the offerings, the ofrendas, I think is how you pronounce it. Ofrendas.
Oh, yeah.
Which, like I said, is another Aztec tradition. I mean, Day of the Dead is literally very heavily influenced by the Aztecs.
Right.
Pretty cool. I mean, you start decorating weeks in advance, like every major holiday. So they would start getting their altars ready. And during the lead up to the Day of the Dead, the altar is the centerpiece of your house.
Mm-hmm.
Is you work around that. They do a nice like Mexican oilcloth on a table, and then they have layers. And each altar can have anywhere from 2 layers to 7 layers. 2 levels being earth and heaven, 3 levels being earth, heaven, then the underworld, and then 7 levels is what your soul has to go through after you die to get to your happy place.
Gotcha.
So they make okay. So they make like an altar visualizing the afterlife,
Well,
or is it kind of like a welcoming thing for the dead?
well, I think like the all the different levels is just based off religion, but most altars are purple and orange, Those are like the certified colors of Day of the Dead.
Right.
They do this paper cutouts, which also inspired by Aztecs who did it on bark, which is just like almost paper mache. Looked really cool. And then dancing skeletons, sugar skulls. They would have incense burning, candles burning, the soul's favorite food, water, these flowers called marigolds, I believe. I think that's the name of them. Which marigolds are awesome. Have you guys seen any Day of the Dead movies, like Coco or anything like that?
I want to say I have seen Coco, but I don't remember it very
I haven't
well.
seen
Just give us the
Coco.
old synopsis.
It's just like it's not really anything to like go in the whole story, but it's super like bright and pretty movie, made by Disney. So they poured money into it.
Right.
So these marigolds are like super orange and like super bright,
Yeah, I do remember it being an animated movie.
Yeah.
And it came out relatively recently, right?
Yeah.
Like in the last few years?
Yeah, like past 2015, guaranteed. Right. Yeah, but each thing, altars are very customizable,
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you would do like photos, like the best photo of you, some of your favorite things, just to, attract you, make you feel welcomed. Because this is the threshold between both the worlds, living and dead. I mean, you want to find your way. I couldn't imagine being.
You want to find your way in purple and orange.
Yeah, but everything's purple and orange, so you're like, where the fuck is my altar? I can't find it out here.
No, I've always really liked that, because our gravestones, you essentially dump a bunch of money into it, and then
It's gray. It's boring.
it's boring. Oh, I mean, people come and drop flowers there, but
Yeah.
flowers last like what, 1-2 days.
Right.
Oh, and hi Rachel, welcome.
Hey, Rachel.
Hello.
But what do you guys would put on your altar? Like if you died and I made an altar for you, what would you want me to put on
Ooh,
there? Like a calculator?
Nah, man, no. I would want something that I don't think I'd want it seen.
How many layers do you want?
I don't think I'd want it seen. I think I'd want like perhaps like something you could only find with like a metal detector, like somebody just kind of like wind up on it.
You want me to bury a treasure?
Yeah.
And then you come find it.
Yeah.
You want a bunch of ghosts?
Well, I guess if I'm dead, I can't really find that, can I?
Who says?
All right.
So you're gonna have
New idea,
We're gonna
new
build
idea.
you an altar, dig a hole, and put
Bury
it
it.
in it.
Yeah.
No,
That sounds like a coffin, doesn't it?
That is a coffin.
Yeah.
it sounds like you're
Bunch
putting
of
too much work
nonsense.
on us.
Do you want to make gangbang on your altar?
Okay. For everybody listening, here's what that is. That's when you take a McDouble and you buy a McDouble and a McChicken from McDonald's. It costs at most $3. And then you go bun, meat, bun, chicken, bun, meat, bun.
And then you shaggy bite it.
And then you shaggy bite
You should have
that
seen
shit.
him. He was like,
Yeah.
and ate it.
Very animated. Very awesome.
Like, Zoink Scoob, I'm about to get so filled. Gosh, I can't think of anything super awesome. Okay.
Mine would only
I
be
think what I
3
would
layers.
want, I would want something
3 layers.
aromatic on mine.
You would be what?
Aromatic, like something smelly, like maybe like a hot plate of food.
Well, there's gonna be incense burning.
No, I want food.
Well, you're gonna have both. You want incense that's like smells like food?
Yeah, dude. Like maybe a nice like sriracha incense.
Ooh.
Bottle of sriracha.
What would you want on yours?
Well, if I have to have like the earth and then the heavens, I would say that.
And then the underworld.
Yeah, if I'm doing 3 layers. Wait, because I can just do 2, can't I?
Yeah, you can do.
Oh
earth
no,
and
yeah, I
heaven.
would just do the earth and the heaven,
Okay.
and then I'd probably put something that like I used a lot. Probably like I don't know,
Like it would have to be something like customized. Like it would be like maybe like your soundboard or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a
Okay.
keyboard.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I would like put like something music wise, and then if it was, and then in the heaven, I would try to put probably like a photo, right?
Yeah, definitely. Maybe
Yeah.
a photo of you.
Exactly.
I think, yeah, because the photos I did see of some people's offerings is their photo was pretty high up, you know, and it would have like a bunch of flowers. With the marigolds, they actually made like an arc, and then
Ooh.
it resembled the gate between the two worlds.
Oh, nice.
So that was pretty sick. But yeah. And then
I changed my idea.
okay.
I want a computer. I want a tower.
You're a mini tower or a big tower?
Big tower.
Big
Just
tower.
like all the
Twin
computer
tower.
parts. Just like junk computer parts. Just throw it on my pile. You know what I'm saying?
Just not even. It won't even work.
Right.
I got you.
Just like cool ass computer parts.
I got you.
I mean, I could sit there for hours and just look at the circuitry.
Like,
Yeah, baby.
it's just gonna be a bunch of
Look
same
at that
parts.
silicon transfer energy.
You can't be shooting ghost loads all over your altar.
You can't stop me.
That's true. Unless I go through this marigold gate, and I'll be like, Cameron, don't.
Somebody's calling Ghostbusters.
on,
There's
family.
this ghost.
We get a photo of you, and then you're just, no. Like Zoink Scoob, I think they called me.
Like Zoink Scoob, I think they're looking over here.
Fun fact. One of the artists, Diego Rivera, he was actually married to Frida Kahlo.
Is she the activist?
Yeah, she had the unibrow.
Yeah,
she
I
was
know
also
she was.
an artist.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got married twice.
that's good.
Yeah, no, that was pretty cool. She was actually like a student of his.
Okay,
Which-
this is getting weird.
Yeah, I mean, he was like 25 years older than her, and then they got a divorce because I think he hit her, abused, and then a year later they got remarried.
Wow, what a true story of love,
Yeah, it's
companionship.
not great. So that is the altar. That is the offering. But the gravesite is something completely different. What they do is, either November 1st or 2nd, they go clean it, decorate it,
Right.
get it ready. They deck it out in flowers, more colors, more candles. They make it look really, really cool. Especially at nighttime, because there's so many. Like, this is a whole cemetery that is just lit up in colors and flowers. Everyone gets together, they bring more food, they eat, they play music that you like, they tell stories about each other. It's just a really awesome time. It kind of reminds, like, that's literally a camping trip for us.
Right.
That's what we do.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Super fun.
I think your cat's trying to get in.
He's always trying to get in.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Hey, you got any beer there, Hank?
Nah, they're in the fridge.
Oh, sick.
Could you grab me one?
Yeah.
That would be sick. And then, lastly, I'll just talk about most of the food is, based on what you liked. But there's two main foods, thank you, that are really, what's the word I'm looking for? Really...
Traditional?
Yeah, very traditional foods are tamales, and everyone knows what tamales
Fuck,
are.
I love me a tamale.
Dude, they're so good.
Tamale, 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 tamale,
You
tamale.
can have them so many different ways. You can do meat, you can do sweets, and then another one called pan de muertos, which is a sugar bread, and it represents a bunch of bones piled on with a cross on top, which I also thought could be religious reasons because, like, bones, bread, Jesus, his body was bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
So another, and then they have a big parade in Mexico City for Dia de los Muertos, and then they also have another festival celebrating Jose Posada, the guy who created Katrina.
Sounds kind of like a wrestler. Here comes it, Jose Masada.
Watch out!
That's Nacho Libre. Nacho.
Jose Posada. Yeah, that would be electric name.
And he just takes like an altar and he's like, "Ah, your altar's done."
Oh, just like slam
Snaps it.
someone on top.
And then takes a picture of him, puts it on top, dead.
Sorry, you guys didn't make it to Havana.
Starts decorating there. Where he killed them.
Oh my god. Just puts his cup on his altar. That'd be nuts. But yeah, that is the celebration of life, the Dia de los Muertos.
It's a celebration of death. Thank you.
What's the difference? Do you celebrate the person dying, or do you celebrate the life that they lived?
I feel like the altar represents the celebration of their life because it has things that represented what they cared about, and it has a picture of them. So
Yeah, if you died in a car crash,
But
then
what's-
you like
okay, but
show
let me-
pictures of the crash. That
let
would
me
be
ask you something.
that's
celebration of
celebrated death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this fascination with being remembered?
Oh, what's the what's so great about being forgotten?
Right. Like, you don't know either way.
Well, I think you just meet a lot of people around you that you don't really realize, and then they miss you.
Also, it's kind of like a history.
I mean, I could see it for, like, as kind of a thing for them, as, you know, it's a thing for the living. But to say it's for the dead, I don't know.
yeah, I feel like people benefit from remembering people.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's
And I
also-
think that you want to be remembered because that means that you're valuable to the people that are still alive, whether you know or not. You know that you did something that's
100%.
making their lives better, or if you're some type of psychopath, worse.
Yeah, you're making them
You
suffer.
want to be remembered for something, yeah.
But it's also after you die, you're on a journey. So then this is almost like, hey,
You got 7 levels to go.
yeah, this is like, hey, come get some food, your
It's a lot of
your
levels.
drink. It is,
It's a lot.
which I thought was interesting. 7. I just feel like 7's a
Layers.
pretty interesting number, like 7 deadly sins. Like, could
7
it be
layers
like,
of hell.
well, there's 9 levels, but there's 2.
There's 7 inside of 9.
Exactly. So maybe they haven't found the other 2, like
Exactly.
secret room, the back door, hole 19.
7 out of 9 times there's a level.
7 out of 9 times, 100% of the time.
7 nights.
3's a big number, too. That one's recurring.
Do you guys know why?
9's always been a big favorite number of 9. Like, any
9.
multiple of 9. It's very unlucky to me, but for some reason I gravitate towards it.
I like
You like the number 27?
I do.
27's a good one.
63.
No, I don't normally go up that high, but I'll take it.
I'll allow it.
Wait, is that a multiple of 9?
Yes.
7.
Yeah, it is.
63, 72, 81.
Relax.
I'm glad that you memorized your 9s.
I'm gonna put a calculator on your altar.
Well, the reason I went there was because 81's the always like go to because it's 9 times 9.
Yeah.
So like I went down to
kind of
63.
boring now. 9 times 9. It's
81.
just too cliche. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Do you guys know why Halloween's on the 31st?
Yeah,
It's the
because
end of summer.
and it's whenever the dead and the living are closest to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
but
it's the cold day.
well, that's those days. But I mean, why Halloween though?
What do you mean?
Like that's your day. That's the Day of the Dead.
Yeah,
Day of Dead's not Halloween.
no,
No, it's not.
but
So that's what I'm saying.
Halloween is on October 31st because not only does
They celebrate theirs around the same time.
well, no, not only do they think that the threshold between living and dead is the thinnest, that's what everyone thinks.
Which is why we wear masks.
It's like the witching hour.
right.
Yeah.
Because we wear the masks and give
To
up
hide
the-
ourselves.
To hide ourselves, or and greet them.
It's a great quote in the movie The Mask.
What's the quote?
Don't we all wear masks?
Don't we all wear masks? Dude, a lot of stuff can happen on Halloween.
Yeah, I know.
Specifically, murder.
There is generally
Bum,
a
bum.
there is generally like a dark tone to Halloween. You know, you
It's
get a
kinda
vibe.
permanent.
You get a vibe. It is. It is permanent. But do you know what I think it is?
What?
I think it's just generations and generations and generations of people kind of giving in to their spiritual side on one day.
No, it's just a good day for it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I was talking about it being a full moon on Halloween would be
Right.
sick. Not for any other reason than just be
Yeah.
kind of extra spooky.
Right.
I just think it's shoved down people's throats, so it's gonna be spooky to you, whether you like it or not.
I think people take two ways at it because I think that like there's a lot of people out there that look like the trick or treating and all that side of it, so it's real fun and family oriented. And then some people are like, let me watch like the scariest movie I possibly can, or do some type of weird. Oh, so adoption centers at one point would not let you adopt black cats around Halloween because
That
they
was
did,
weird, dude. I thought you were
happened?
going a whole different route with that.
What was the
And
route?
I was like, because you just said adoption centers, so I was thinking humans. And then like I thought you were about to talk about like some bad times in America, and I was like,
They're
oh
like,
god. But anyways, go on. Black cats.
They would come in with masks and just scare the children that haven't been adopted. They'd be like, "Rah!" And the kids would be like, I need to go home.
That's so fucked up, dude.
It's real, dude. It's
It's
not
fun.
real. I made it up.
Yo, black
Wait,
cats.
hold
are-
on. Let me tell you about the black cats. So they used to shut down adoption center animal shelters. Well, not shut them down, but not let you adopt black cats because they were worried about satanic cults harming the cats.
Sacrificing the cats.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder, was there any stories you read up about of like people finding dead black cats on November 1st?
Ooh, no. I bet it's a thing, though.
I bet it is.
I bet people did a lot of weird stuff on Halloween, like murder. Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
Black cat murders?
Nah,
Oh,
not black
God,
cat.
what are you
murders.
drawing?
I'm drawing a black cat.
Oh,
Black
okay.
cat.
Oh, it's gonna be adorable.
Never seen a
It's
black
gonna
cat?
Be butters.
I see one every night. She just absolutely destroys
Jade?
me every night. Yeah, man. She'll come in and she'll just claw my chest all night.
Ooh.
She's like, oh, daddy.
So perfect. She brought up the poison Halloween candy.
Oh, God. That's a reoccurring news cycle.
So, do you know about the very first one
No,
that started it all?
I don't.
That caused the rumors and everything.
I don't.
It was a dude
Is it the Candyman?
poisoned. No, it's worse than that. He poisoned a pixie stick and gave it to his own son.
He gave it to his own son?
Yeah, killed his own son with a pixie stick.
Why? Why was this man...
Because he was in debt and pulled an insurance, life insurance on his kid.
Oh, now that's smart.
Yeah, you know, you're in a tough spot, and you value yourself more than your next kin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid, all he does is eat candy all year. Show him. It's going to be his last pixie stick.
It's beautiful, Hank. Thank you for blessing us with this picture of this cat. It looks kind of like a Pokemon on the stream.
Yeah. A little.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I've also heard of people putting razor blades in apples.
I don't know. I feel like that might be made up. Because I feel like that'd be hard to do.
No, if you just put like a really thin, like almost like a knife blade into an apple and just put it down, like it's gonna be such a small slit that.
You don't think you would notice that?
Not if you're just like a kid being like, oh, sweet an apple.
Yeah, but I feel like you'd feel it if you
I
rubbed
feel
your
like-
hand across it.
I feel like
No, not if it's like inside.
But then there's a hole
there are
very
not
small, though.
there are not a lot of kids
that like
grabbing an
Yeah.
apple before
No, I agree.
Snickers.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, whoever was like, I'm gonna show these kids, they're like,
Monsters.
yeah, you should have just did something else, dude.
Back at the when I lived at the beach, we on trick or treat night, we had this neighbor. We actually had two separate stories of cool neighbors. I had one neighbor that would give just me and my brother large chocolate bars because we were like right next door, and they didn't do trick or treating, but they would always give us chocolate bars. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we had this one. Speaking of apples, is he would make like apple cider, but only the adults would get it because it was alcoholic. But he would hand make it and sit in his yard, and like as you would trick or treat, he would give the parents a cup of it.
Aw.
Yeah.
So you're like, hey, just in case you're not enjoying it.
Well, I tried to come back later, and I was like, "Oh, my dad's not with me, but he's like down the
He
street.
wants one.
He wants one."
And he wants your watch, too. There's a stick up.
Yeah, man.
I got a mask on.
Growing up, my dad, he would take me to my ex-stepmother's family's house because they live down in the hood. And Halloween is the shit in the hood. I mean, like, it is the best time. And it was like, fuck, dude, I think it was like downtown Middletown or some shit.
Right.
Just the worst place in the world. And,
Shout out.
you know,
Damn.
dude,
There's
Middletown-
worse places, I think.
I think there is. I don't know. Middletown's pretty fucking bad. And it's not bad in the sense of like you're gonna get shot. No, it's just bad as in like sad. It's just like
There's just people laying there.
yeah, man. It's
Like,
super
what are you
fucking
doing?
bad.
No.
But anyways,
This stinks.
but the hood goes
Hard.
nuts. They go hard on the Halloween. I mean, handing out just mass amounts of small candies and like I would come back with like 2 pillowcases full of candy.
Yeah.
And everybody would do their house up. They would, I wanted to say dress up a house, but a house isn't a person. But they would
People dress up their dogs.
yeah.
You don't think dogs are people?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The fuck are you saying?
Whoa! Wow!
Careful.
Careful.
It's just a dog.
Humans are people. What? I meant dogs are people. Dude, I don't think I can handle hearing myself. This is rough.
I think a people is a human. A
But-
people is Homo sapien.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Dogs aren't Homo sapien. That ain't people.
They ain't
Wow.
people.
Wow.
Well, scientifically, but
Homo
to
sapien.
me,
That's
they
my
are
dog.
people.
That's my,
That's my
dog.
But yeah, so they would always do the craziest Halloween decorations, and it was like, and it was so wholesome because it's like stuff that they just kind of conjured. You know, they would just keep making up stuff. It wasn't expensive store-bought shit. No, like it was a serious amount of work. It would probably took them 10 to 20 hours to set up their house.
That's what's
You
up.
know, and figuring it all out and making it as welcoming and as fun and as scary as funny for the adults as it was scary for the kids.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I lived by a house that did an open house, like a haunted house, open house haunted house,
oh, that's sick.
where you were able just to walk through and it would be super scary and they were allowed to touch you and they had chainsaws. I mean, being a young person with that going on down the block, there were rumors like, oh, they murdered 3 people last year with that chainsaw. I never did it. I was afraid.
I just wasn't interested. Not afraid. Just not
Yeah.
interested.
Did you guys hear about the guy who killed his wife and then he used her body as Halloween decorations?
Yeah. Didn't he hang her from a tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wicked.
Ridiculous.
Wow, that's effort. He must have been really broke. And he was like, this is all I've got.
She was like, you need to buy Halloween decorations. How about I make you a Halloween decoration?
He's like drinking in the garage. Oh, sure.
Stand over there by that tree. All right. Yeah, you're pretty scary.
You're the scariest thing I could buy.
Ah, you look like a witch. You probably solved the case.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, he's the one she's hanging from the tree, man.
Like, as long as Scoop.
They should have like
Is that a real
obvious
person?
Scooby-Doo episodes.
Oh, man.
Or like an episode where somebody actually got murdered and they were like, this is above
This-
our level.
yeah.
Like,
Yo, you have to go.
what film was like?
You have to go and watch the live action Scooby Doo's.
They're
You have to.
fucking hilarious.
You have to.
I've never seen the second one.
They are fucking amazing.
Monsters Unleashed.
Unleashed, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, the best part about the damn movie is how much the actors are actually enjoying themselves.
Oh, I bet it's one.
Like
of the
you can
better
just see
sets.
them, like in their faces, like they're genuinely enjoying what they're doing right now, and they're making it as funny as possible.
Right.
And it's this complete childish thing, but they keep like inserting adult humor.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
The greatest that.
Oh, I'm thinking about, so probably next year. I don't have time to do it this year because it's like tomorrow, but next year I'm gonna throw a Halloween party, and I'm gonna have like a pathway going from the driveway into the backyard, and then like down through the basement. You know, through those spooky.
Do your own like haunted house.
Yeah,
walk-through.
and then you got to come up the stairs and try to live coming up the stairs. They're really slippery and steep.
Oh,
So-
fucking oil up the stairs too to make people start.
You got to get a
falling.
lamp that just goes like this. That's the only light in there.
Oh, dude, that's a good idea. I can rig that up. I can rig that up for sure.
Dude, I think we could make a pretty good haunted house. I mean,
Yeah.
We've talked about doing an escape room, like making our own.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, get an
haunted
old
house
washer.
escape room.
Get an old washer that is like barely functional, and throw something like
A
a
brick in it.
no, not a brick. It'll just go all over the place. Put a shoe in there or something. I don't know. And then just like take the gas off of it or something so it can't heat up. And then just like let it spin.
Yeah, that would be. After a while, people be like, "Okay, seriously, what is that?"
Or you could put like a bunch of squeaky toys in it. And be like, beep, 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 beep. That
Or a
would be
voice
pretty funny.
recording of someone who's going, oh, I think I'm stuck.
How did I get here? Whoa. I just keep Kira downstairs just so she gets legitimately pissed and just not.
Barking.
Yeah, not correct her.
She might be pissed though. You like
You're trying to
vomit.
walk up the stairs, she's like pulling on you.
Dude, she got pissed at somebody over at my house a while ago, and like, I was looking at her, I looked at him, and I was like, oh, he's legitimately scared. I was like, okay, Kira, let's go to our crate. Like, she was actually mad.
He's drunk.
She was just barking at him, like up in his face, like, woo, just.
Shh, calm
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Back off.
You are a very big dog. He thinks you're actually gonna hurt him.
Jeez.
Damn.
But anyways, James.
Murder.
Mm-hmm.
Bum, bum, bum. Where do I start? So there's been a lot of murders on Halloween. Happens a little too often, if I'd say so myself.
They make movies about it.
I'd say it's a feeling.
It's called Halloween. So I'll start with one that started off as a playtime, and then it ended up in.
A playtime.
Yeah, it was everybody having a good time. They were pulling practical jokes. They were on the trick side instead of the treat side.
Hooligans.
They were on the trick side, eh?
They're throwing-
But did they deserve it?
What, the tricks?
Yeah, like did they get their treats?
They didn't get any
No,
cake.
no, no, no. So this couple are driving, and they start getting egged.
Oh,
So
classic.
they pull over, and they're
Classic.
like, "Hey, man, stop egging my car!" And the dude just shot him. He was like, "I'm gonna egg your car all I want." Shot him.
Wait, the guy throwing eggs shot him, or the guy who got out of the car shot the
No,
egger?
the guy who was throwing the eggs shot the guy in the car.
He's
Was it
like,
Like he was
shotgun?
upset that he was confronted.
Like I feel like it would be a shotgun. Was it a
No, I
shotgun?
mean if you think that this movie is starring Arnold Schwarzenegger,
back for blood.
yeah, this is like he gets out of the car. He's like, "Stop egging my car." He's like, machine gun.
Get to the afterlife.
The afterlife. Do you devil
I feel like the eggs were just to get the guy's
Yeah,
attention.
what's his name?
And he's like,
Jose.
Jose Posada.
Yeah, if Jose Posada's egging your car, just keep driving.
Just keep trying.
See ya.
I don't really know that I would stop because like I care about my car too much, and like I can wash an egg off, but I can't wash like my body being thrown up against my car or something.
Not your
off.
pride.
Yeah,
Getting punked by a bunch of 12-year-olds.
and then get beat up, and they hurt my car more. I'll
Oh,
be like,
yeah.
yeah, I'll just see you later.
You know, because they don't care about the value of your car and
I
what
know.
it means to you. They're going to
Mhm.
be like, this is a car. I'm going to fucking throw baloney on it.
Yep,
Not at all.
sons of bitches. Baloney trick. I forgot about that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a rough one, man.
Never had the balls to pull it off. Thank God.
It's not worth it.
Probably going to prison if I was.
Oh god, I think the worst thing I ever did to cars as a kid. I think we did try to shoot No. I know an exact story that we did that was pretty bad. So you know in Franklin there's this Okay, so there's this big hill, and it's a main road. It's got 4 lanes, but there is a drive-through at the very top of it. So what my buddy and I would do, this was Kyle. Yeah. So us being our 13-year-old selves, we would go to one drive-through and we would buy hot fries and energy drinks. Then we go to the second drive-through because they had bouncy balls. And so what we would do,
It's a cool fucking drive-through.
right? So
Just
we would,
Duffers?
yeah, it was.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we'd start at Duffers and make our way up the road. So we would sit at the top of the hill, and we'd kind of hide out and sit there and eat our hot fries and drink our energy drink because that's what we did. Like, we needed more fucking energy, and we would just kind of start a bouncy ball down the road, just very gently, and like you would see it go bounce and then hit a car windshield, and it would just like shoot up in the air probably like 50 feet and then come down and possibly hit another car,
You're
and it was
hoping,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
God, but if I would have caught myself.
Oh,
I got in trouble for throwing stuff in a car one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me and my cousin, we were picking apples from the tree on Deerdolf, and at first we were just throwing the apples like out in the road to see if they would get ran over, and then that escalated. We were like, well, they're not hitting apples. Why don't we hit them with the apples?
Right.
So we just started trying to hit the cars with the apples as they drove by, going 35 miles an hour, and then I heard my dad scream,
Hi!
and it was like,
His car?
No. He just seen it happening. And I just heard it, and I like knew, like, I got this wind up coming, man. This thing's gonna hit at least 80 miles an hour at this car. I was gonna be a pitcher.
Oh, yeah. You got dip in your arm.
Yeah, I was like, this sucker, I'm about to wing it. And it's like, hey, and I was like, no, I'm not.
You said,
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Alright, so let me tell you guys about these last few murders, because they're not fun.
They're not fun?
I mean,
Do I not want to hear them?
they're on Halloween, so there's nothing to do about it.
Am I gonna be scared on the way home?
One of them was to a nun.
A nun?
A nun.
Oh.
she probably had it coming. What'd she do?
I don't know what she did besides commit her life to God.
Oh, you need Jesus.
So yeah, dude, murdered and left a nun dead in her own. What do they call it? A covenant? Is that what they call them?
A coven?
Coven?
Wait, what do you mean?
A home where all the nuns live?
Oh.
Church?
Not church.
Covens for witches.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of a
well,
nun.
Well, depends.
I don't know. Where do the nuns roost? Chat.
Where do the nuns roost?
Where do the nuns roost?
Oh, don't they live in that building? It's basically like a concentration camp for a bunch of...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, they can't do anything.
I don't know, man. You just took that to like a level 10. We're at like a level 3.
Sorry.
Well, I don't know, man. I swear this starts with a C.
Custodian's closet?
Can you believe it?
Nah. I don't know if nuns lived in the
Missionary,
greatest
maybe.
conditions.
Out of sight?
Well, this was in like 1970 something.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this guy. They ended up catching him because he lived literally across the street. It was kind of ridiculous. He was a neighbor, and they sentenced him to death, lethal injection. But his last words were kind of crazy. He was like, to my friends and family, I love you all. Thanks for caring about me. And the rest of the world kiss my ass. And it was like...
And then he took it out on the nuns?
So he took it out on a nun across the street, I guess.
Jesus.
Man, she must have really hurt his feelings. I bet it had something to do with a ruler.
Smacked him with it.
He was
And
like,
was
no, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
He was like, you messed up. I'm a psychopath.
Yeah. That's why you don't hit people with rulers.
You don't hit people.
You can't measure their anger.
Wrap it up.
Let's end it. The last murder that happened on Halloween was in Ohio.
Last as in like The most previous?
The most previous and
The
the
last
last
one
one that I want to tell you about.
Alright.
Okay.
It happened in Ohio in 2010.
We're at in Ohio?
Hella recent.
Probably fucking Middletown.
I can't think of what the name of the town is.
I feel like
It's not Mason. It's
Akron.
Akron.
No.
Hamilton.
No.
Wait, you said it started with an M?
It starts with an M. It's not Mason.
No, well, go on.
Anyways, yeah, it happened in Ohio. So this one was pretty
Waynesville.
gruesome. No.
No.
Pretty gruesome, man. He so the backstory though, which kind of like made this the most interesting one. I said it for last, not only the fact that it's in Ohio. He was, I think, when they committed the murder, he was probably like 23, I think, or 24.
We're talking about murders on Halloween, by the way, chat.
Yeah, and he just he apparently grew up and was always kind of violent, always had outbreaks, and his family like knew about it, and he ended up going through mental health, getting in trouble with the law. This stuff involved him assaulting his stepmom, assaulting his own dad.
That's how it starts.
Like he's just constantly has been a problem since he was a kid, and
I think you just described Michael.
Well, it's literally anyone who kills has a shit childhood and probably got hit on the head at a young age and it messed them all up.
It's Michael Myers.
yeah,
You're
pretty
describing
much.
Michael
This is
Myers.
pretty much. And anyways, he gets to a point where, like, it was bad enough to where his dad. Now his dad was protecting him because it was his dad, but he,
Right.
like, they would call the stepbrother and they'd be like, "Hey, his name's BJ, I think," and they'd be like,
Wait,
"BJ,
what's his name?
BJ, I think."
What a good one.
They'd be like, "Hey, BJ's acting up again," and then like they would, go deal with it. So it was pretty common. So the night of the murder, so the younger brother comes home from church to grab like a shirt to change, and he seen his stepbrother, his mom, and his dad all dead. All of it been murdered. But he didn't know that. He thought it was a Halloween prank. So he kind of like wandered around the house for a little bit. Was like, "Alright, I'm grabbing my shirt. Ha ha ha. I'm not falling for this one." And then he was like, tried to like wake one of them. And he was like, "Okay. Nope. Not a joke. Very real."
I would have offered some candy first.
Yeah.
Been like, whatever that person's favorite candy is. I'd have been like, "Hey, you want a Reese's? Oh shit, I'll just leave this here for you."
Yeah, I'll just leave it here. Like, hey, I'm gonna go steal some of your magazines. Don't stop
Yeah,
me.
don't stop me.
I'm gonna go through your closet.
Ooh, look at all these Christmas presents. It'd be funny if I got to keep these early.
Dad, I'm poking holes in your condoms.
Oh God.
He would come back from the dead for that. Like, don't.
It's just a prank.
Chat says pranked.
Yeah, I mean, it was not a...
What a good trick, huh? Kill your whole family for your stepbrother to find.
That would have been crazy if he was like, "Ha, got you guys."
He like came out of the closet. He's like, "Ah,
Happy
I got
Halloween."
you. Happy Halloween."
He's crying. He's like, "Get out."
Just get out.
But long story short, it was pretty obvious who did it. They didn't take very long to find him.
Oh, really?
The truck was gone, and they went down to like the family cabin that they had 100 miles down. And they were like, "Dude."
I bet he felt like he was safe there too. You know?
Yeah.
He was like, "This is so smart. I'll steal the family truck and I'll drive it to the family rental or the cabin. And that's where I'll stay. It'll be off grid. I won't even have cell phone reception. They won't even be able to track me, man."
Yeah.
Kid logic.
Yeah. And he wasn't
Dude.
really a kid.
Oh, wait, how old was he?
I guess early 20s.
This happened in 2010.
Yeah. Like he killed himself in jail in 2015 at the age of 29. So he was 24. Yeah.
Jeez.
Damn.
But
Damn,
his
son.
his stepbrother who found the bodies, he was only 16.
But you know,
He was the kid.
I understand that some mental issues were probably thrown into the mix there, but something had to happen to him. You know what I mean? A dog doesn't bite because he woke up one morning and decided he wanted to bite.
Well, they apparently went hunting the day before, him and his dad, and they'd only been back a few hours before he killed him.
So
And he
his
was
dad
actually
must have said
supposed
something him?
to he was supposed to drive him home apparently because he didn't live with him. He didn't even live there. He was only staying there because they had gotten back from the hunting trip, and he was supposed to drive him home, but they had been drinking because they had a party. So
yeah.
they think that because he was on schizophrenic medicine, but they think that what had happened was he'd started drinking and he wasn't on his medicine. So like he ended up just like
Oh,
being
okay.
a psycho. So yeah, he's Michael Myers.
But the schizophrenia really lead to murder though?
I think schizophrenia can lead to anything.
Yeah.
I don't think schizophrenia really has a limit.
I can't really define schizophrenia. Like I
Well,
don't.
that's the
I don't really
problem. Is they
understand
just
that.
know that they are able to connect dots that aren't supposed to connect.
Yeah.
Are you about to draw Venom?
Yeah, I'm gonna draw Venom.
So basically, just draw the lead singer from Kiss, and you're good.
Gene
Gene
Simmons.
Simmons. Is Gene Simmons the lead singer?
Yeah.
Or is it somebody else?
Yeah,
I know
he-
Gene Simmons
he's
is
got
in the
tongue.
band.
Is he the guy with the tongue?
Yeah, but is he the lead singer? Though?
I just know he's got a good tongue. The man's got a good tongue.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut the podcast.
There's too much tongue talk.
There's too much time.
Well, I mean, have you seen this man's tongue?
Oh, see, that's what I didn't want.
What? What's wrong with his tongue?
When we started the podcast a year ago, I never wanted to talk about Gene Simmons' tongue.
No, that's all you wanted to talk about, dude. You were like, hey, you guys see
No.
Jen Simmons' tongue this week?
Speaking of music, Monster Mash, the song,
Oh, yeah.
actually billboarded #1 in 1973. So Monster Mash was a hit.
Oh, I thought that. Yeah, I knew that. Well, I thought because you said that on Discord earlier, and I thought you meant like recently, like everybody brought up Monster Mash out of fucking nowhere.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. I'll see an old song like that come back over top of like some bullshit rap artist that's going on top charts right now.
Just over
Like who?
everybody.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're being pretty specific.
Oh no, I don't even listen to top charts anymore because I'm like, this is all the same music.
Yeah.
They stay in the
Is
charts.
this drawing our outro?
Yeah, I think so. He's drawing Venom.
Like the superhero?
Yeah, I think so.
Is he a superhero?
He's a super villain, James.
Not a villain. He's a anti-hero.
Well, he would be a villain if, you know, his host let him be a villain.
Wait, I thought it'd be the other way around. Oh yeah, I get it.
Does Venom have the spider on the chest?
It kind of looks like a spider.
Like Spider-Man's?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, just roll with it.
'Cause, I mean, he's originally a Spider-Man villain, so he kind of had like Spider-Man vibes. So it's called. There's like a name of the stuff that Venom is, like that alien plasma that he is
Oh, is there?
that takes over the host. Yeah, it's called like.
Like a parasite?
Yeah, it's like a parasite, but there's a name for it. They call it.
Oh, you mean like host and like the scientific term?
No, I'm
No.
talking about. I don't think it's a real word. I think it's just for the story.
Well,
Like they just named the parasite something.
happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Stay safe.
I hope you have enjoyed your time with us.
I bet so many people get kidnapped on Halloween.
Oh yes. Oh gosh, I'm
Yes.
gonna try to pronounce that name, Miss Coquette, Miss Coquet. Yes, that is Jeff. That is Jeff.
Jeff's here all year though.
Yeah,
It's not just a Halloween thing. Jeff will always be here.
because he's such a good guy.
Sometimes he'll be in the corner
He's so knowledgeable.
just watching.
Yeah, he knows all. He's been around a really long time.
Yeah. He used to have meat. It's gotten a little thin these days though.
ILS. What does that mean?
I like skeletons.
Hey.
Big skeleton person, that is.
I like skeleton.
Yeah.
ILS. Hey, look, it's Venom.
You guys like Venom?
That's horrible.
What are you talking about?
It looks like he has a sock on his head,
What do you mean?
and then he's got like a. That's a wonderful spider.
You like that?
Yeah.
Oh. Bum, bum, bum. Well, Jeff, my bad, dude.
Not bad, bro.
All right, guys. Peace
It was
out.
fun. Happy Halloween. We'll see you next
Happy
Friday.
Halloween. Stay safe. Check those apples.
10 o'clock.
Consider subscribing.
No, we won't be here next Friday at 10 o'clock.
We will be podcasting, though, but we got...
Yeah, we'll keep it.
keep it a surprise for
No.
10 o'clock next week.
Yeah, because we're gonna be. Wait, do we want to keep it a surprise? I mean, that's kind of. I mean, it's kind of a fun thing. I mean, that's even if we have good enough internet. That's kind of the question right now.
So let's undersell, over deliver.
Undersell, over deliver. All right.
So we may
We're going
have
to be
something
posting
for
a
you. We may have
picture
something
of dirt.
for you. Dicks.
Not
What?
dicks.
No.
Dirty
no
dicks.
No. No dirty dicks.
What?
All right. Peace out.
Wait,
Adios.
if we're not doing double D's, then what are we even doing?
Yeah. Like, what are we even doing with our life? Shit. There's the mouse.
We're shutting her down.
What is that?
God, I need Jeff back.
We miss Jeff.
AJ, KJ.